Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Well State Experience. Thank you very much for being here. And my guest today is a really special one, since she's not only my partner in business, but in crime as well. Carolina Granados is a Colombian architect living in Mexico. For more than 20 years, she's been an expert on the real estate industry. She has specialized herself in risk analysis and everything that is that concerns real estate developments. So with me today, my dear friend and sister, Carolina Granados. Thank you very much, Caro, for being with us.
Thanks for the invitation. Thank you very much for letting me talk to you for a few minutes here.
Yeah, so let us know a little bit about you. We would like to ask you about your background and why is that you decide to start a business focused on wellness.
Okay, well, as you said, I'm an architect. I studied architecture in Mexico City, and I've been working with in different projects for 22 years. For residential, luxury, and hospitality, social construction too. So I've been able to be in the different stages and parts of the real estate business. And after 18 years working in different companies and development companies, I decided to open my own company to serve real estate developers. And my first company, Archetika, is focused on helping real estate developers to build and design projects focused on the people's needs and not in the bank's needs, so they don't lose money, reputation, or time. And we all do it through analysis. And then, because my company is here in Riviera Maya, and I saw that there is a big opportunity here for developing projects that really want to make people's lives better, I decided to open with you, my friend, a brokerage company that's Well State Investments. So we can list and promote projects that we really believe are the good ones in this area. We've been working with a lot of developments. We've been looking for different projects. We have analyzed the risk of different projects, and we decided that we wanted only to work in these projects and promote the projects that are focused on sustainability, that really want to promote community, that want to make people's health better, and that are financially okay, right? Because there are great projects that are not profitable at all. So that's why we decided to open Well State Investments. I told you about this dream, and you decided that this was a great thing to do together, and then here we are.
Yeah, well, thank you for the invitation. It's been a ride, but a good one, right?
So yes, it is, and we are going to start developing projects now, so it's great.
There you go. So we have been growing fast. So tell us a little bit on that topic. What is your vision on the wellness properties in the Riviera Maya? Since now we have news like Robert De Niro is coming with a wellness brand of hotels here in Tulum. Is the PGA coming? The NASCAR is coming. There's a lot of things going on in the Riviera Maya. But what is your vision about the wellness market specifically?
Okay, we all suffered the pandemic. We all suffered being locked down in our houses. And when we were like for 3 months locked down, we realized, some of us realized, that our houses were not functional at all, and that the city we were living was not working for us. And that brought a lot of changes to a lot of people, mindset changes. Some people decided that towards wellness. It was not, they are not looking for bigger cities. They're not looking for smaller apartments. They're not situation. They're looking for bigger spaces. They're looking for nature. They're looking for connection. They're looking for health. So that's why a lot of people came to Riviera Maya. They came here to live here and start their lives from scratch. Literally, they sold everything they had and they decided that they had to start all over again. But the destination, Riviera Maya, sounds great, right? But not all the projects that brand themselves as sustainable or wellness are the good ones. So yes, there's a big opportunity here in this area, but people have to be very careful. They have to do their homework. They have to look for the legal certainty of the projects. They have to look for the developer's experience, if they really keep their promises or they just make promises to sell. So that's a challenge here. Yes, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of land for developing. There's jungle, there's beauty, there are natural resources. There are great people living here, but at the same time, there is risk, and that risk people have to acknowledge it and make decisions based on what product, what project is the one that's going to keep their promises to them.
Great. So let's talk a little bit about what is your advice for foreigners. Let's say they're ready to move forward, that they have the money, they have looked at some properties, etc. So what do you think is a good step-by-step process to buy a house or a property here in Riviera Maya?
Sure. First of all, they have to know the destination. First of all, I don't recommend people to buy online a property and not coming here and not seeing what they bought. We encourage them to come here, rent a place for a few days, come around, look the area, look where they really want to live, because it's an investment and it's something that it's a place they're going to live like for a long time. And then when they did their homework, they could be able to look around all the properties and check the legal certainty of the project. That's something we really encourage people to do. Check the legal certainty of the land where the development is. Check the legal certainty of the project, if it has the permits or not. And, make the difficult questions. Make the questions that no one wants to do. And if the developers of their salespeople cannot answer those questions or they feel uncomfortable, you don't buy there. It's a red flag. So check that red flag, make those difficult questions. We can help you with that. We have a list of difficult questions and awkward questions, but you do it. It's your money there. And then once you decide for a property, that you have one property that you like, okay, put the reservation letter, check how the process is. Like they're going to send you a contract, you read it twice, 3 times, 4 times, get an attorney for it. Like you have to check everything, all the promises that they have to deliver, they have to give to you in the period of time, and keep checking. And once you decided that, okay, this is a property I'm going to buy, I check the contract, I check the product, I believe in the product. So check monthly how the advance is. Check monthly if this is something that is on time. And if not, you are still on time for saying, maybe this was not a good option, right? And then when they deliver you the unit, make this, receive the unit and make this checklist of everything they had to deliver to you. And if it's not, just make sure that they give you a time for delivering it, like that they are going to do it, because it's your investment. You're going to live there. and you are responsible of doing your homework. The developers and their salespeople are doing their jobs, but your job is also getting involved in the process and make the difficult questions and come and check your units. That's my advice for you.
And I will add to that to read our practical guide to a smart investment.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a checklist that we have. It's like, okay,
one of the checklists, right? So yes, it's definitely important to understand the legal certainty. Also, because now, for example, in Tulum, there are all these areas that are super attractive because of the prices. I think there are many people that is getting into these big problems because they're buying big problems at the end of the day, because they never gonna get well served by public services like electricity or water or running water actually.
Exactly.
And drainage and this kind of stuff. So definitely it is something that I won't say like be afraid of, but be conscious. You need to be aware of where you're going, with you're dealing with. And personally, I don't like to be cheap. I like to pay for advisors. In this case, with WellStay, you have advisors for free. But if you need an attorney, a lawyer that is specialized in real estate in the Riviera Maya, don't hesitate to get one. We can guide you on that as well. And that for sure is something that, because it's a huge step, right? Many times investing abroad can be challenging and a little bit scary. But with the right people, you're gonna get the best profits and the best experience. Exactly.
It's that one thing is that we have to be conscious that Tulum, Riviera Maya is recent. Is a brand new city and brand new areas. You know, it's growing, and the growth of the city has been faster than the infrastructure and all the services that the government can provide. And it's great, you know, it's when cities grow and exploding growth, it's okay. So that's understandable, right? But one thing is that, and the other is what the developers have to deliver to you, and in what conditions they're going to give you the unit, the property that you're buying, that they have to be properties that have running water, that they have the drain, that they have everything you need for living a wellness life. Otherwise, you try to change your place and then you go to another place and you suffer for the basics. So there are great projects here. We have done our work. We have done our job of checking every single detail of the properties that we list. We don't list any project. There are a lot of companies that list 10, 50, 100 projects because they claim they are the best brokers in the area and they list everything. We are not like that. We believe in quality over quantity. We believe in checking and double checking everything before we give it to you. And most of all, we as partners ask ourselves, would we put our money in this project or not? Because we invest in the properties, in some properties that we have listed because we really believe in them. So that's one of the most important parts of this of WellState, of what we do. We really believe that if we are going to give you an advice in a properties, because we are willing to pay for it. So that's the commercial. That's what we do.
Well, I mean, I with my experience, I mean, I don't know, people might don't know, but Carolina and I had the same passion for real estate, and I've been an investor in real estate for 15 years. In an international investor, actually. I invest in Panama, here in Mexico, in the United States, in Italy, in Venezuela, and I can say that real estate business is one of the most safe and profitable stocks that are out there, since it's something tangible. It's not cryptos, it's not stocks, it's not manipulative like other stuff, right? And it's growing more and more. And now even the banks in the United States are taking all their cash and buying real estate, because lately that's
Exactly.
is the top product in all the markets that are just crumbling suddenly, right? So yes, one last question. So what would you recommend to someone that wants to retire to the Riviera Maya, that wants to buy a nice property down here, and they are not sure if to move now, if to move in 1 year time? I mean, they might have a plan to retire in 5 years and they take it in easy. So for you, it's good for them to wait till the 5 years, or is good that they take action right now?
Oh, I really recommend to take action, because right now, first of all, because prices are still low. And if you decide to retire in another place, you can resell it, and it's going to be, you're going to have a capital gain in case you decide not to retire here, right? But what if you really want to retire here, first of all, I recommend you to check the community you want to live in for the next 20 years, you know, because people retire at 60 or 50, they're early retirees, and they're going to live here another 20 years. And who do you want your neighbors to be? You know, you have to know what that community and development is going to grow. You have to choose, and you choose wisely, right? You have to check if that community, in how is the growth, how is the planning of that area. That's something we have studied for a long time in this area, where the city is growing and what markets are involved in the area. So not all the projects are for everyone. So if you really want to retire, we don't recommend you to go to a party place where you know that there are hotels and tourists and all the life that, you know, like your apartment, Maria, in the Fifth Avenue. It's like not for retired people, right?
Not at all.
It was not.
Exactly.
It was not. It was party all the time. It's great for Airbnb, for investors, or it's not great for retirement. So, but there are beautiful areas. There are beautiful areas even in Tulum. Even like the project that we have there in Cardinal, that there are places that are going to grow towards a community and family, and that you are going to be able to build your life and around with good services, with legal certainty, with the drain water and electricity and everything. So and there are other projects or places like the Tulum Country Club. If you really want to retire there, they are amazing. Like that community is beautiful, is very safe, it has a golf court, it has, you know, it has that community of people that want to retire. So choose a community, choose whom do you want to be your neighbors, and yes, and check your budget, of course. But if you have a reasonable budget for retiring, invest now. And then if your plan B would be, the worst case scenario is, okay, I'll take out my money, I'll resell it, and I'll get 12%, 15% of capital gain. But if not, you're going to be able to enjoy a great community if you choose wisely. That's it. That's my advice.
Yes, thank you very much, Carolina, for your time. And I really appreciate all the work you have done here in Well State. And I'm looking forward to have you anytime again in the program to have more and more of your knowledge.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me. Finally inviting me.
All right, guys, thank you very much. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll really appreciate all your support. Looking forward to have you in the channel again, Carolina. Thank you very much, and have a nice Sunday.
Have a great Sunday. Bye.
Bye.